Shalom Aleichem, Na'aleh viewers. This shiur is dedicated to Ilui Nishmas Rachalea Bas Reb Chaim Tzvi. We're continuing in the Gemara Brachot, Daf Yud Beis Amud Aleph. Two dots from the top of Daf Yud Beis Amud Aleph. The Gemara here is continuing the discussion of a Mishnah in Maseches Tamid. The Mishnah describes the procedure that took place in the Beis HaMikdash. In what manner did the Anshe Mishmar, the Kohanim that were present, that were on duty that particular week in the Beis HaMikdash, in what fashion did they recite Kriat Shma in the morning and discharge their obligation of reciting Shma, in addition to being able to tend to all of their obligations of the Avodah in the Beis HaMikdash. So the Gemara on Daf Yud Aleph from Amud Beis quoted this Mishnah as part of a discussion of proving, of establishing what brachos are required to be recited to fulfill the obligation of reciting Birchas Kriat Shma. Is it necessary to recite both brachos? Do both brachos have to be recited in a particular order? Maybe brachos are not ma'akev, and the conclusion of the Gemara is that even though really we have no indication from this Mishnah that it's in fact necessary, that in fact one can fulfill the obligation of reciting brachos without reciting both brachos, perhaps actually both brachos must be recited, both brachos of Kriat Shma, but the order is not ma'akev. So again, the Mishnah is quoted on Daf Yud Aleph from Amud Beis. It's a Mishnah from Maseches Tamid. The Mishnah says, Tnan Hasam, by the two dots on Daf Yud Aleph from Amud Beis. Tnan Hasam, says the Gemara, we learned in Maseches Tamid in the Mishnah, Omar Lohem HaMemuneh, that the Kohen who was appointed, the Skana Kohanim, the assistant to the Kohen Gadol, who was appointed with a particular position, he would tell the Anshe Mishmar, he would tell the Kohanim that were serving on duty, Birchu Bracha Achas, recite one bracha of the brachas of Kriat Shma that precede Shma. V'heim Baruchu V'karu Aseret Hadibrot, they would recite this one bracha, and then they would recite the Aseret Hadibrot, Shma, Parsha of Kriat Shma, Shma Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, V'hoya Im Shamoya V'yomer, all three paragraphs of Shma, U'baruchu Esa'am Shalish Brachos, and they gave a bracha to the tzibur of three brachas, Emes V'yatziv, the bracha of Gal Yisrael, Avodah, the bracha of Ritzei, U'birchas Kohanim, and Birchas Kohanim. Then the Mishnah goes on, U'b'Shabbos Meisifin Bracha Achas LeMishmar HaYotzei, that on Shabbos they would add an additional bracha in honor of the new rotation of Kohanim that was entering now the Beis HaMikdash to take over the Avodah for the coming week. So the Gemara on Daf Yud Beis Amud Aleph picks up, even though really this is a little bit tangential to the discussion in our parak of Hilchos Kriat Shma, when one recites Shma, and we just concluded the sugya of dealing with say the brachas ma'akev, v'yeina ma'akev, is it required to say the brachas of Shma in a particular order? But in that context, the Gemara mentioned the Mishnah in Maseches Tamid, so now the Gemara will continue to further analyze the Mishnah in Maseches Tamid. Says the Gemara, the two dots on the top of Daf Yud Beis Amud Aleph, it's approximately 7 lines down from the top. Says the Gemara, V'koyin Aseret Hadibrot, Shma v'hoyom Shemoya v'yomer, Emes v'yatziv v'avodah u'birchas Kohanim. The Kohanim, the Anshe Mishmar, they would recite Kriat Shma, the Aseret Hadibrot, the Psukim of the Aseret Hadibrot, the bracha of Gal Yisrael, the bracha of Ritzei Hashem Elokeinu Ba'avodah, should find favor in our service of bringing makriv the karbanos, ubirchas kohanim, and the bracha v'rach Hashem v'yishmerecha, yar Hashem panav elecha v'chuneka, yisa Hashem panav elecha v'yasin l'cha shalom. Says the Gemara, Omar Rabbi Yehuda, Omar Shmuel. Rabbi Yehuda said in the name of Shmuel, Af begvulin bikshu likros kain, that not only in the Beis HaMikdash was the practice to read the psukim of the Aseret Hadibrot in conjunction with Kriat Shma. Rabbi Yehuda says in the name of Shmuel, Af begvulin bikshu likros kain, that also throughout Eretz Yisrael, begvulin, through all the boundaries, all the borders of Eretz Yisrael, they wanted to establish that one should recite the psukim of the Aseret Hadibrot